know I got it made. Six if you haterade, I keep it G, Gatorade, cause it's game time. So I gotta shine, cause it's game time. Top spot is mine, cause it's game time. Leave it all on the line, cause it's game time. It's game time. Yeah, Block's about to kill it. Yeah. Listen to my words, man, you know I be the realest. Running on E, still give it all I got. Yo, the game's on the line, and I'm Jordan for the shot. So it's bang, swish, that's the game winner. You looking at a veteran, you really a beginner. Signs still delivered.
Welcome back to Center Court, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Talad. This is Derek right next to me. If you don't remember him, then shame on you.
I know. What's going on, everybody?
We're back to talk NBA, and we're so excited because so much has happened in the past few weeks. And this is our first show of 2018.
I know.
I know.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. I hope it started well. And so let's just jump right into it. We have NBA All-Star coming up.
My favorite time of the year.
I love NBA All-Star Weekend. Everybody, it's so fun. I'll take my whole weekend and be like, don't bother me, I'm watching NBA All-Star.
Whole weekend I'm good.
That's it.
Exactly.
So we have the different format this year. We're doing team captains, and I think the NHL did this or someone else did it. Team captains, and they pick their teams instead of East versus West. LeBron James, Steph Curry.
I like it.
I like the captains. I like where that's going. We have, for All-Stars, we have Joel Embiid, our man Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Giannis, who is a monster, Kevin Durant, Karl Anthony Towns, John Wall, Damian Lillard, DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis, DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, Bradley Beal, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Big Al Horford, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so proud of that man for doing this. Yeah. He's having a great season, and if you think otherwise, go kick rocks. Thank you. Kevin Love, Kyle Lowry, Victor Oladipo. I think Kristaps Porzingis is in there.
Yes, he is.
Klay Thompson and Russell Westbrook. Who do you like? Who do you not like?
I think everyone on this list should be there. There are a few people I'm like, damn. He didn't make it. I don't know why. One of those people is Paul George.
I know that's hard.
That conversation. Westbrook brought a good point. Paul George is one of the top two in his position. Leads the league in steals. So that's kind of it's a real. What I'm saying? How do I put it? Like a snub.
Yeah.
And I think Andre Drummond should have made it too.
Oh, absolutely.
I personally would have switched Kevin Love out for Drummond.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I feel about that, But I love how Damian Lillard got in.
Oh, absolutely.
I think he's one of the most underrated players in the league right now, and I'm happy that he finally got some credit for what he's doing in Portland. So, I don't know. The list is pretty good. I like how Oladipo got in this year. There are a few people I'm like, yes, like you deserve to get in. Like Beal got his first one in there. And it's just standard. Warriors got their 4 players, you know what I mean? And that's where we at right now. Oh, my bad, I didn't mean to interrupt. Shout out to my man Al Horford.
There it is.
Woo! That's how you get in.
Lots of Horford love on this show, guys. So
that's
much.
How you get in.
Yep. Yeah, he's not flashy, but the dude is such an MVP for this team, and he's so good at what he does.
Oh yeah.
I hate that Kevin Love is in here. I hate that Kevin Love is awful this year defensively.
I know.
And Andre Drummond is like. He had 24 rebounds last night?
Last night.
And 30 points. I'm like, dude, are you kidding? No, that dude should have gotten in.
Kevin was a quality player. All-Star this year, debatable.
So debatable.
You know what I mean? And also there are a lot of other people who didn't get into it that should have gotten in, like my man Lou Will, coming out of the you know what I'm saying? There are a lot of players that just low key. Oh, also, I would replace Kevin Love for Ben Simmons too.
Ben Simmons. I mean, I was on the Jason Tatum hype train.
Well, you seen Ben Simmons last night with that triple-double.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? So Kevin Love was just in there because he's in there because of the name. But that's fine.
It's
whatever.
Cleveland, it's Kevin Love.
My bad. Speaking of Kevin Love, did you hear about that stuff going on in Cleveland with Kevin Love?
Which stuff? He's sick and there's something like that?
Some kind of weird thing going on. Supposedly there was a meeting that happened and
oh my goodness. Cleveland
is
we'll definitely touch upon that.
We'll touch on
Cleveland is a dumpster fire. And it's no other way to put it, really. But quickly, let's touch upon our guys in green.
I like that.
And Celtics snapped a 4-game losing streak last night, beat the Clippers 102-113. Kyrie scored less than 30, and when he scores less than 30, their scoring usually ends up being more balanced. So they usually end up winning those games. No Al Horford, no Marcus Smart. I think that's a great win for them. I was expecting the Clippers to kind of
Play hard.
I was expecting a loss just because I feel like there's more talent on that Clippers team than that Lakers team they lost to.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, they're probably gonna lose this too, but they did such a good job coming out and just. Terry Rozier had a really good game.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of those guys just, pushed the pace. Ojale found, his rhythm again and stuff. So going into the spring and into the playoffs, it's going to be so important for those bench guys to find their rhythm. And I love the win, and I think that
Big one.
They're gonna reel off a bunch of wins now. I can feel it. Maybe not like a 16-game winning streak, but I think they're gonna be more consistent as the season comes to a close.
Yeah, no, I was watching the game yesterday, and more or less Tatum and Jaylen Brown were talking about how they're not used to necessarily playing these a lot of games like this. Tatum in particular, because he just came out of college. They played 20, 30 games in college.
30 games.
We're already 40-something deep right now, so we still getting the groove. It's a long season. We're going to hit walls here and there, but don't worry. When postseason comes, we're going to be just fine.
Oh, yeah.
And just to throw something in there, did you guys see Gordon Hayward putting up shots yesterday?
That was my next point. How good did that man look?
I know. He's looking great. He
there.
doesn't even have to jump, and he's just cashing out shots.
I said it before. I'll say it again.
Talk to me.
He's coming back this season.
Oh.
I said it before. I'll say it 100 times.
Wow.
He is. He's. I'm not a doctor. Okay, obviously.
That's okay. I got you.
From what I've seen, he has the estimated time was 4 to 6 months with a clean break, from what I've read. He broke it in October. That should put his return back around late spring. Late March, early April, we might see something. He still has to run. He still has to do, which there could be setbacks, I'm a believer that he can come back and contribute in the playoffs this season, be it 10, 15 minutes off the bench. But even having that guy, because you could see it's catching up to them, not having that scoring catches up to them in games. When in the LA Lakers game, when there's no Tatum's not hitting shots, Jaylen Brown's not hitting shots, only Kyrie's hitting shots. Who's your other guy? It's Gordon Hayward.
It was supposed to be Hayward. It's not the point that can he come back? I know he could come back. It's should we have him come back?
That's
he's
an investment.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's come back if you can, Gordon. But bro, that injury, I'm telling you, was one of the worst injuries I've ever seen live. I had to run away from the TV.
I turned it to baseball, and I never turned it to baseball.
like Hayward's a freak, and I know he's healing at a fast rate, but it's one of those things me personally as a fan, I'd rather him have a whole summer behind his belt, get right, lift, eat well, just rest, and then come back next season and he integrates the right way instead of rushing the process. But he could come back. I know he could come back.
If it's not rushed, if it's done properly,
they
feel if he's gonna. I said it. He comes back. He's probably gonna play 1 or 2 games in the G League. Try to get the running under him, see how he feels, and then he'll play a pro game if the ankle feels right. I just feel like it's a fun little storyline to just.
I know.
I
love
think
it.
everyone's kind of keeping an eye on it.
Every
video they can get, and he's out in LA for the next 10 days. Get a change of scenery, get something new.
I like it.
So while we're talking about a potential comeback for our small forward, there's a small forward in Cleveland who's dealing with a mess right now. And let's talk about the Cavs collapse because, holy moly, what is going on over there?
Oh, man.
There lots of finger pointing, and Kyrie actually came out a few weeks ago and said, what I like about the Celtics is we hold each other accountable. They don't really do that in Ohio. From what I've seen, no one's holding each other accountable. They're just kind of like, I'm LeBron, you're everyone else, it's your fault.
More or less in a nutshell, how it's been the last however many years.
What I say at the beginning of the year, I said they're old and they're slow. And no one believed me. I told you they're old and they're slow and they're not going to make it.
I think everyone got caught in the hoopla of the names on that team.
Y'all need to listen to me more.
That's true. No, you're right. And right now they're not looking hot right now. They lost, I think they lost 9 out their last 13.
10 out of their last
10 out of their last 13. Oh, I'm
they
sorry.
lost to San Antonio 2 nights ago, last night. And they didn't, they looked okay. I was flipping, so I didn't see too much of it. I've heard, Isaiah Thomas is still working his way back. And he's unfortunately been the fall guy for all these Cleveland Cavaliers. They're like, oh, well, our defense is bad because of Isaiah. No, your defense is bad because you're terrible at it.
That makes sense. That's play D.
That's it. It's not that hard.
Play D. Now, I guess the reports came out that Bron was expecting to get Paul George, Carmelo, and Eric Bledsoe in that trade time. And I'm not saying Isaiah's not a good piece to get, but I give him some more credit. Like, he just got hurt.
Yeah, real quick, Mr. Jay Crowder, who's supposed to be the Kevin Durant stopper, just got moved to the bench for Tristan Thompson, who's another awful contract that he has such a bad contract.
That LeBron basically made happen. Because, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Just terrible. But, no, that collapse is we'll see how it plays out. It's like one giant soap opera right now.
That's Cleveland, I think they're going to figure it out because it's the nature of the players on that team. You still got D Wade, you still got D Rose, whatever's going on with D Rose and all that. You know what I mean? We're going to see them in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's just they still got the best player in the world, so they're going to get there. But it's just funny to see how they're going through it right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's and the more this plays out, the more Danny Ainge starts looking
like
smarter,
a mastermind actually.
Like, the more it plays out where Isaiah's not playing nearly as well as they expected. Jay Crowder got moved to the bench and can't stop anybody. That Brooklyn pick is falling further and further away from
Brooklyn's
top 5.
Playing decently.
Yeah, and the more it makes Danny Ainge look like, oh, hey, I did my job the way I was supposed to.
Exactly.
It's going to look like a fleece if at the end of the season this team the Cavaliers just don't get to where they expect to be.
It's one of those inevitable things I'm waiting for, guys. We're coming. If it's this season or next, season gonna be in the finals. It's just, I said in the beginning, I said, damn, we're gonna make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Do we have enough to get out? It's looking more likely now. I like it.
For sure, I said we're going to the finals.
You did say that.
And then Gordon Hayward got hurt. So I was like, I don't know now what this is going to look like. But if Jason Tatum is back to hitting shots, and if Jaylen Brown finds a consistency, and Marcus Morris, who's been a very pleasant surprise, by the way.
He was a decent player.
That dude can hit shots.
He's a scorer. That's what we got him for.
And he's a very good defender.
Slept on.
These guys can go
very far
to the NBA Finals. And who they meet there remains to be seen. I know everyone says Golden State, but let's talk about Houston. Because Houston played Golden State a week ago.
They won.
And Houston beat Golden State. And you might see Houston in the finals. And I'm not a big Harden fan. I've never been a big James Harden fan. And I said he'll never win a title. But with Chris Paul there, that might actually happen.
They're 19-0 when Chris Paul, James Harden, and Capella play together in that lineup.
D'Antoni's done a fantastic job.
Absolutely. Now, Houston's playing. I respected James Harden, respected Chris Paul. Again, another snub. Sorry, Chris. Another snub. But he was hurt half the year. There are a lot of, but Houston, if there's any competition to Golden State, it's Houston right now.
Yes, of course.
But I don't know who's taking out Golden State. I don't know who's taking out KD.
I think they hit another gear in the playoffs.
That's the point. Regular season, it's like, oh, yeah, we talk about the teams. When that postseason hits and they're all healthy, nah.
Steph Curry hasn't really been healthy.
It's okay.
So, what you see in the regular season is kind of like,
exactly.
I don't know. KD's been out here and there. Curry's been out here and there. They haven't been consistent. Excuse me. But, yeah, that's going to be one to keep an eye on.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. There have been a lot of fights in the NBA lately. I don't know if you've seen them.
Oh, yeah.
What in the world is going on? It's like Malice at the Palace, like all over again from like 2005. Just everyone's hitting each other. Everyone's getting. I might be the only person who kind of low-key likes it.
Oh.
Because as a fan, you're just like, yeah,
finally.
Clothesline him. Like, let's go, hit him. But
you know what I'm saying? Let's talk 15, 20 years ago when the NBA was a little bit more rugged. We all remember that Ron Artest's
Malice
at the Palace, you know what I mean? Kobe versus Child, like all these things used to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just
when the Celtics played the Lakers, Kevin McHale clotheslined Kurt Rambis in LA and just boom, right across the neck, and the dude fell right on his back. And it wasn't even, I don't even think he got tossed for that.
Exactly. It's a fine.
That's just what it, but that's, as a fan, that's like.
You need that because
Yeah,
at the end of the day, it's an intense sport, and sometimes the refs swear they can just hold players down. Like, now it's getting more watered down. I don't know if you've been seeing what's going on with how KD and Melo talking about the refs and things like that, but that's what's happening. They can't be themselves.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's the league is also worried about the image they're going to present, which if I allow fights like hockey, that's kind of why after Ron Artest went berserk in Detroit,
they buckled down.
They pulled everything back, and they were like, all right, we're going to put a tighter leash on you guys. Double technicals became a thing. Technical fouls, getting tossed easier, all this. And it's frustrating as a fan, but at the same time, like, okay, you would like sometimes a clean product.
Oh, yeah.
But if if LeBron wants to rough it up with Kyrie in the playoffs, I'm not
Let
gonna
that
say
happen.
no.
You know what I'm saying?
Just don't hurt him, please.
Oh, nah, don't worry. That's what we got Morris for, the enforcer. We'll be fine.
That's what he's for.
What was that last fight with the Flalo?
Oh yeah, that was vicious. That was like boom, right across the face. Oh my god.
That's what it is.
I was like, yeah.
Keep it real, keep it rugged.
I mean, it's an emotional game.
That's what it is.
It's that sports are emotional. You see it in football, you see it in hockey.
Refs.
Guys just go after each other. So
refs, ease back, refs. Ease back. Let them play.
Don't be so quick on the.
Don't be so quick on the damn whistle.
Brad Stevens got a technical foul last night for barking at the refs.
I've seen people get texts for clapping on the bench.
It's ridiculous.
You gonna give me a technical foul for talking trash, ref? Get out of here.
Yeah,
man.
it's.
Anyway,
that aside, big controversy a few weeks ago. Let's talk Paul Pierce.
My favorite player.
Forever.
Truth.
Forever. I love him forever.
Forever.
He is. And you have people like Shannon Sharp and God knows who else in the national media going, you're not even a top 10 Celtic. You're not that good. Paul Pierce is incredible. Do not insult that man.
Don't ever put some respect on his name.
That's right.
Put some respect on his name.
2001, that man was stabbed 11 times and then came in and did not miss a game that season. Average of 24 points a game.
Unbelievable.
Kidding me? Who does that now?
True.
No one will do that.
Exactly.
But the video tribute thing was kind of a mess. And he even had to go on ESPN and was like, hey, give me my day. Isaiah had to like pull back and be like, all right, like, I don't want my tribute on that day, what have you. The fact that this is even a thing is such like a egotistical battle. Like, it's just ego versus ego at this point.
It's.
But Paul Pierce deserved his day. 15 years.
This shouldn't be a conversation. I love IT, all right? Paul Pierce getting immortalized in February.
Yes.
Name, number, in the rafters. It's about Pierce.
That's it.
Period. Like, there is no, like, oh, okay, IT needs to get a video tribute. That's fine. But he should have had it. I mean, I get it. He wants his family there. He wants to play. I understand that. That's cool. And it just so happened that you playing your next game coincides with Paul Pierce's day. Automatically, there shouldn't be a debate that's like, damn, all right, next time, maybe playoffs or something. Figure it out. Truth, I'm with you, bro. You ain't got to say nothing, man. It's your day. You put in time, sweat, tears, a championship here.
And a near championship in 2010, which
exactly
breaks my heart every time I think about it.
I love IT. I love what you did here, bro. Don't get it twisted. But you got to pick another day. And you did, and I respect that. There's no debate here. Truth, have your day. All videos around the whole time.
Bring your 2 cell phones.
Have KG in the building. Have the whole championship team there. It's you. Period. Period.
I'm so excited for that. I'm gonna watch that on TV and just be like so emotional about it because that guy, the Celtics won the title when we were 14.
Lovely.
We were.
As y'all see the hat.
That's right. We were in
baby.
middle school in like. It's been 10 years since they won a title, which is crazy to think about. But they won that thing, and I was just...
It was beautiful.
Oh, my God.
It was beautiful.
It was the most beautiful thing I've seen.
Because we weren't born when Bird and McHale and Parrish were there. So, I mean, for me, Pierce is my favorite Celtic.
Mine too.
That's my generation, man. That doesn't matter. So, I'm just happy that he's getting his day. Danny Ainge, I guess the controversy behind that was that Danny Ainge felt guilty about the whole thing, which is why he wanted to have the whole tribute thing. But it's like, bro, you know damn well you should not ask Pierce on his day to give up any time for anybody else.
I mean, you had to have
Come on,
KG
man.
came out and even spoke about it.
like-
Rondo came out and spoke about it and was like, "No, what has IT done?" Like, what-"
Exactly.
And when Rondo speaks, he's very straightforward about
Oh,
how
he's
he
blunt.
feels. Like, he doesn't care. So I mean, when you have guys from the 08 team and they're coming out, they're supporting their guy. We love Isaiah, but Paul Pierce is the captain.
That's it.
And
He's the
that's
truth.
it. And whatever, I saw it on Twitter all the time, and they're like, "IT, I love you, but I gotta side with the guy who brought us a title,
That's
who was
it.
here for so long, was loyal to this city because they were bad.
That's it.
For a very long time, they were bad."
You know what I'm saying? Again, IT, you're my dog. I love you, man. Thank you for the time you put in this city. But it's all about the truth. It's all about the truth, all right? That's all I know.
I mean, what happens to IT after this season remains to be seen. I don't think he stays in Cleveland, that's for sure.
No.
I think he hates it there. Like, I think he's being professional about it, but I think he strongly dislikes going from an organization that had, you know, everything together, that knew how it was running well, top to bottom, good ownership all the time, to an organization that's kind of run by the player and the owner is kind of a jerk and who wants to sell the team, by the way. Dan Gilbert wants to sell the Cleveland Cavaliers, folks. And that's, I mean, that's a whole, it's such a mess in comparison. And I think that's what he probably misses is the professionalism.
It definitely remains to be seen if he's going to fit in that system the way that it was supposed to plan out. But we're going to see how it goes. I think he likes playing with LeBron. I think he likes LeBron and D-Wade as people.
Yeah.
I think they're great together. Like, they're characters. But we'll see if the system all comes together. You know what I mean? They're still figuring everything out. But
Yeah,
we'll see how
there's
it
a
goes.
lot to figure out in Cleveland. There's a lot to figure out all across the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
Really. I mean, the Thunder are, I think, just starting to gel. I mean, that's such a weird experiment to me because
know.
if you had Russ and Paul George, all right, cool, you have like a nice little base, but the Carmelo Anthony trade to me was kind of unnecessary. I don't think you needed him.
I understand that. It's more of like they're gonna appreciate his scoring in the playoffs. You know, I think he said he's playing a more off the ball role for them because I mean that's just the nature of the beast. You got Westbrook, you got Paul George commanding the ball. So I think Melo's gonna start. They're getting their gel together, and I think that come playoff time when it's all said and done, they're gonna be right there. You know, fighting for a title. You know, they're good. I really like. I love Westbrook, man. He had 20 assists last game when they beat the Cavs. You know what I mean?
They thumped the Cavs.
Thumped the Cavs.
Oh,
So
wow.
I mean, they have enough talent, and they're gonna be right there when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Oh, here we go. Here's one. The Celtics. Okay, I understand the whole Cleveland Golden State thing and like the rivalry. It's not really a rivalry if one team keeps whooping your butt.
Ooh.
But the Celtics to me match up better with Golden State. I think they're more versatile. They're more of a challenge for Golden State defensively anyway because they're longer, they're younger, they're quicker. The Celtics have gone into Golden State the past 2 years and beat them, which I think is significant. Would you like to see that matchup in the finals?
I mean, that's probably what's gonna happen. It's probably gonna be Celtics Golden State. We might be watching the preview.
How does that go? Does it?
I don't
You
know.
don't have to determine who wins, but does that go further than 5?
Absolutely, it
Yeah.
goes further than
Does
5.
that go 7?
I don't know about 7,
6
but
maybe.
maybe 6. But it goes a lot closer than what people think it's gonna go.
And let's just remind everybody, Kyrie Irving has the Golden State's number.
Oh yeah.
Kyrie Irving plays phenomenal basketball against the Golden State Warriors.
yeah.
I mean, we all know the shot,
Big one.
which I screamed when that went in because Cleveland won a title.
I want some money.
I was so mad.
That year, unfortunately,
money?
that year, unfortunately, I bet on them. Not unfortunately, but I knew they were gonna get it. And Kyrie gave me some bread, so it was great.
I was so mad. But he's been my favorite player for so long that I was like, I'm so happy you made that, but I'm so mad you made that at the same time. I was like, no. That was one heck of a moment though.
Oh,
to
yeah.
be a sports fan in that moment I've never been happier.
Oh, I know.
You know, aside from when Tom Brady wins Super Bowls, that moment was unbelievable. And when Paul Pierce won a title,
Oh, yeah.
that was phenomenal to just witness.
Oh yeah, for Braun to bring one to Cleveland, I was waiting for it to happen, and that shot cemented it, and I was happy for that team in the moment. I can't root for them anymore, but
None
yeah,
of that.
no, that's all it was. That was just that narrative that year, but
Yeah,
For
that
sure.
was That was a well-fought series, though. That was kind of a weird series because you had the
Down
Draymond
3.
Green suspension, and Steph Curry just wasn't looking like himself. It kind of looked like the moment was too big for him at that time. I think he was also hurt for part of it. I'm not sure. But that was, I mean, the 3-1 story, and LeBron played great.
Excellent.
Kyrie played excellent basketball. Kevin Love actually had a
played.
good series.
He played.
He played. He was there.
He was
I mean.
there.
Richard Jefferson was still on that team, and he gave them some energy, gave them some minutes. J.R. Smith was good. I mean, these are guys that when you heat up at the right moment, you can hit shot after shot after shot. So that's what happened to them in that series, and they just managed to do it.
Oh yeah.
And that was
it's one for the history books.
That was really something.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, what happens after this season with them remains to be seen. But what happens this season with us is the Boston Celtics will continue to be phenomenal because all this young talent, and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum have been named to the is it Rising Stars?
The Rising Stars Challenge game for Team USA.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We're so excited.
That's gonna be a good time.
So I'm just mad Jaylen wasn't invited to the dunk contest.
I don't even know who's in the dunk contest this year, to be honest.
What's his name from Dallas? Dennis Smith Jr.
Oh really? Nice.
I think so. Yeah.
No, no,
I'm not
he's
exactly
explosive.
sure.
I don't know if they've announced they've announced a few 3-point shooters too. I think Beal's in there.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson.
Yeah, I mean, Klay Thompson's a given.
Yeah, but I think they're still coming up. I think the All-Star game teams are gonna be announced tonight on TNT.
Oh, I can't. They picked them.
Like the draft. They didn't televise it.
Okay, I'm gonna channel my inner Rachel Nichols right now.
Go.
Y'all should have televised that.
Oh,
I'm so mad that wasn't
easy.
televised.
You guys missed out on beautiful marketing
What
and
a
beautiful
good
everything.
opportunity.
Come on, guys.
Their egos will be hurt. These are grown men. First
It's
of
the
all,
All-Star team.
You get picked last year, still an All-Star. Why does it matter when you get picked?
You guys complain about ratings for the All-Star team and the All-Star game, and you have a chance to televise a probably funny draft. You got LeBron and Steph Curry acting as GMs.
Dramatic.
It'd be funny. And you for a quick 30-minute special about the draft, you guys messed up. That's fine.
And the funny part is, it feels like everything is televised these days.
You
And
don't
to see
televise
something
that.
like this that's not televised, it's so
Emoji.
confusing.
This is the emoji.
What are you doing to
You see me?
guys?
Y'all see this emoji?
Low. Low. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Not cool.
Not cool.
Not cool.
But it'll be
Next
fun to
year.
watch. It'll be fun to watch.
LeBron and Curry wanted it televised too.
Oh yeah. Check Twitter.
Your players wanted them televised, but it is what it is. We'll find out what the teams are, and I'm sure there are going to be dramatic storylines from the media.
I bet. I can't wait. I
follow
can't wait
it.
to see what the teams are like.
Does LeBron pick Kyrie? The world may never know. No, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Eventually. But I want to give the floor to Derek because Derek has something that dropped a week ago.
Yes, everybody. So for my birthday, which was January 14th, I dropped a music video entitled 365. So if you want to go on YouTube, you can search my name, Debo, 365, and you can watch the music video. Hopefully y'all can watch. All the love. Thank y'all for everything. Thanks for Talar for having me, and keep grinding. If you ain't grinding, what you doing, That's what it is.
That's right. Please go support him because he is awesome. His song is in the ending credits, so you should definitely go check out all his music.
Please do.
He's been doing it since high school, guys. The dude knows what he's doing.
Thank
I
you.
promise you.
Thank you.
All right, but you know what? We're so happy that you joined us for this episode, and we're hoping when next time we come back, we'll have more Gordon Hayward news. Hopefully positive. You know, we'll see where the Cleveland Cavaliers are at. It sounds like a soap opera.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Coming up this season with the Cleveland Cavaliers. But we're so happy you were here, and I'm so happy to be back with you.
Of course. Always a
And
pleasure.
It's going to be such an exciting end of the season. There's so much that's going to happen. And, also, if you haven't checked out, there's a book up here called Basketball and Other Things, which I told the author, Shea Serrano, I would shout out. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it because he takes weirdo NBA questions you never have thought of, and he writes about it, and the illustration is phenomenal. And go buy it at Barnes & Noble because it's really good. It's a great read, and it's one of the better basketball books you're going to find. So go do that, and go Celtics, and go Patriots.
Super Bowl champions.
Super Bowl bound. Let's go.
We coming.
Let's go get 6, Tom.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Let's do it. Have a great night, guys. Thank you.
Peace out, y'all.
You gon' be a lion or you gon' be prey? Hunting for the title, I'ma be the predator. Doing what I gotta do, beating every competitor. I am so raw, excuse me, pardon. Rocking to the top, Dwight Howard, James Harden. So I'm ballin', like I'm Jim Jones.